Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. This is your latest transfer news. It's a Sunday as well, which means we get lots of transfer news. Some of it may be a little bit weird. We're going to be talking about Declan Rice and where he's heading. Another Manchester City signing. Vardiel is heading to the Etihad. What a signing that is. And also Victor Osimhen linked to three English Premier League clubs. Where could he be heading? And a lot more as well. So let's get into it. I'm going to talk to you about Declan Rice first of all and where he's going to go. But before we get into that, you might see we're sponsored by Surfshark on the show. If you don't know what Surfshark is a virtual private network. And one of the best things I like about Surfshark is their data protection services, making sure my private messages, photos, videos and other sensitive material is protected. But my personal favourite feature on Surfshark, and the thing I think you'll like the best, is that I can change my location on Netflix or other location-specific streaming services, so you can watch them from anywhere in the world. So if you want to watch something that's in the USA that you can't get in the UK, you can put your location as USA, etc, etc. You can also use Surfshark across as many devices as you like, even if they're being used at the same time, and it works across all different devices, such as Android, iOS, Amazon Fire. I think you know what I'm talking about there. But most important of all, because Surfshark are super nice, they're giving That's Football viewers, that's you, 83% off and 3 months free when you use the code That's Football. That's right. Not one, not two, not three, but 3 months. Yes, 3 months free. Links in the description. Give it a go. If you use a VPN, Surfshark's well worth the try, as I say, with that code, and 83% off with the code That's Football. Check it out. It's well worth it. Right, let's move on with our transfer show. We're going to well, look, Victor Osimhen, where's he heading? Interesting story this morning in the press that Manchester United, Chelsea and Liverpool are in the race for Victor Osimhen. We'll talk about that. It's coming from a UK outlet as well. It's not coming from Italy. But first of all, let's talk about Declan Rice. It's safe to say that it's Arsenal against Man City. It's safe to say that many pundits, many ex-players are saying that Declan Rice would be silly to not go to Man City. I think it would be sad for him not to go to Man City, for him to go to Manchester City. I'm surprised how mercenary the opinions of many ex-players are. Now, some of them are ex-West Ham players who probably don't like Arsenal, but I think that, as I said the other day, that the logical and right choice is to choose Arsenal, because people frown at it, but Arsenal were second last year. Arsenal were in a title race last year. So people are almost looking at Arsenal as the team that never gets top four anymore. They just finished second. They've got some really good players. They're looking to bring better players in. It's surely, forgetting the myth that Arsenal are a bad side, it's surely a logical thing for a Declan Rice to go, well, I could be the player that, you know, goes into that midfield, becomes their star man and takes them to that next level. Because there is a queue behind Man City, and who knows how long Man City are going to stay at the head of that queue. But Arsenal want to be the one that, you know, are the next in line. And I think Declan Rice would be perfect for them. Now, the interesting thing is, many people, and look, I've got a couple of people who are pretty close to it, and they're saying that Declan Rice is going to go to Arsenal. Now, that always makes me scared, because if I sit here and say Declan Rice is going to Arsenal and he doesn't go to Arsenal, Arsenal fans will lose it, quite rightly. I think the best way of explaining it at the moment, and look, transfers are very movable. I mean, look at how Man City got Grealish. Man United wanted Grealish, a couple of clubs wanted Grealish. Manchester City paid £100 million, and Villa didn't want to let Grealish go, but that was the price they said. If they get the offer, we'll let you go. Man City paid it. No one else was paying £100 million for Jack Grealish. That would be my fear if I'm Arsenal. Do Man City just put a bid in that's silly to get the player that West Ham say, well, we're having that? You know, there is a... What I'm trying to say is, I think Declan Rice chooses Arsenal. I think that's the right choice. But what if Man City just offer a silly price and West Ham say, well, you've got to offer that, or otherwise we're going with the Man City bid? That could be the problem for Arsenal. It's not that I don't think Declan Rice chooses Arsenal. I think he does. But if Man City... Remember, it's a bidding war where West Ham are in charge. If Man City offer more and Arsenal get to a point where they go, we can't go to that, then maybe Man City win it that way. But look, take it as read. Take it as it is now. People very close to this deal and the player are saying that Declan Rice is going to choose Arsenal. He's really, really impressed by the work that Arsenal have put in, especially Arteta. They've put this work in for months. You know, they've sold Arsenal to him. They've said that, look, you know, you will be a fundamental part of this team, future captain, and he will be. And Arsenal's a fantastic club, and they did come second last year, and it is still in London for Declan Rice. So I think he chooses Arsenal, but I'm not going to sit here and say it's a done deal, because, you know, it's never done until they hold up the shirt. And Man City have that. If it comes down to money, Man City can win it. They can outbid Arsenal. They can offer Rice more. But if it comes down to, if Man City just go, look, we're going to bid the same as Arsenal, we're going to offer a project, they can offer a project and he can choose, I think he chooses Arsenal. I think that's where we are. Just sticking with Man City, Vardiel going to them, according to Fabrizio Romano, terms agreed, but they've still got to agree a fee with Man City. Look, I'm not going to pretend that Vardiel's not an exciting centre-back. If he was going to Chelsea, I'd go, what a signing. Liverpool, Arsenal, the same. Not a player that Man United are looking for, but you know, from a Man City point of view, you know, left-footed as well. I'm pretty sure he's left-footed. You know, you sometimes get mixed up, so he's not a player that United would be looking at. But it's just Man City, best team in the world, treble-winning side, adding icing to a cake that's already made and already very, very, very palatable. The other story I wanted to talk about was Victor Osimhen. A story this morning in the UK press that Liverpool, Manchester United and Chelsea are going to fight it out for Victor Osimhen. Well, this has got many strands to it, and all of them are ridiculous. The price that Napoli want is 150 million euros, which is about 130 million pounds, which is absolutely ridiculous. Victor Osimhen is a player I would love to see at Old Trafford, but I wouldn't pay any more than 100 for him. And at that price, there's no guarantee he's going to do what Haaland did. In fact, I think that's something worth bearing in mind. The next big striker that you know, hits 100 million or even over 80 million that comes to the Premier League, you're going to be compared to Haaland, who is just an absolute machine. So Victor Osimhen is not worth 130 million pounds. And Liverpool haven't got that money. They pulled out of a deal for Bellingham. I don't even know why Liverpool are getting mentioned. I don't even know if Liverpool are looking for a striker. I can't see Liverpool going for Victor Osimhen. I think this story is ridiculous. And then that leaves Chelsea and Manchester United, who both would like Victor Osimhen. And I've always heard that Chelsea are looking at that. But I think both Chelsea and Manchester United have been priced out of this move like everybody else. I think Bayern Munich would take a look. I think there's other clubs that would take a look. But Napoli have basically priced Victor Osimhen out of a move, and he's meant to be signing another contract, which I think's silly on the part of Osimhen, because he wants to play in the Premier League, and you're going to do a Harry Kane. A few players have done this, where you literally price yourself out of a move. Like, there is no shortage of clubs that want Harry Kane or Victor Osimhen, and both players should be moving this summer. There's it's the summer of the striker, and a lot of clubs want strikers, but they can't move because clubs that would like to buy them are going, your price is ridiculous. We cannot pay £100 million for Harry Kane with 1 year left on his contract. We cannot pay £130 million for Victor Osimhen. So if Victor Osimhen's going to sign a new contract at Napoli, he's got to be putting a release clause in there that is around 90 million. Because if you're just signing a contract for a bit more wages, but there's no release clause in there, you are going to be at Napoli for a very long time. Because look at Harry Kane at Spurs, you get priced out of the market. So look, I did think we'd see Osimhen move this summer, and I did think Chelsea might be the team to go for him, maybe Man United, but at the moment his price is ridiculous, and I don't think that's going to change. Napoli have a strong history of getting, holding on to players that they say they're going to hold on to and making it difficult and putting prices very, very high. It'd be interesting to see what Chelsea do, because I know they brought in this striker from Villarreal, but I don't think that's enough on its own. And United haven't got a striker yet. But yeah, Liverpool fans, talk to me. I can't see Liverpool in a race for Victor Osimhen. I really can't. Anyway, just a quick Sunday update on where we're at there. Let's see what this week brings. Final week of June, heading into July. Clubs need to start moving, and I think we'll see some movement this week. So make sure you smash a like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Surfshark. You can scan the QR code or go through the link in the video description. 83% off and first 3 months free. Give it a try. The code is That's Football. I'll speak to you soon.